Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to I Nima, Chapter 1, which is a horror game where you must convince your mom that has locked you in your basement that you're her daughter. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked? You're breathing. I have a feeling we're not Nima. I'm just calling that right now. The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with distinct lack of natural light. You are underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. The stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. That's the mom, I'm assuming. Nima, is that you? See, we're getting words in our head. Apparently this is how we're gonna communicate. But here's the thing. We've been planning a name already, which we're obviously gonna, latch onto. Words your brain can combine to unlock new words. I'm spawning these, Mom. All words are stored in your library after they're unlocked. When you're done, words can be dragged from your brain. Who's Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. We could also just be like a normal person that got kidnapped. Whoa, this is weird. We just... So Nima, Mom, Stranger. What happens if you combine Nemo with Mom? We get family, fear, and love. Now Mom and love creates work. Let's do Mom. Let's spawn a Mom in our brain. Mom? No, you can only put one word. Mom? What's going on? Wait, yes, it's all coming back to you now. You're Nima Lee. And this is your mother, Annabelle Lee. Mom breathes a sigh of relief and smiles. Oh, thank God. I thought I'd lost you. She excitedly steps forward, but stops herself just short of throwing her arms around you in an embrace. She pauses. Lost... me? Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first. You must be starving. Mom exits the basement, excitedly clambering her way up the stairs. I hope she trips and cracks her skull. Thanks, Mom. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. Ubisoft slop. The odor reminiscent of wet dog and dirty socks in Assassin's Creed games is masked by overwhelming amounts of soy sauce. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mom unties your hands but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small dull spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. Okay, Nima, before you eat, we need to have a little talk. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now. I feel like you might kidnap me. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. I don't think that's how that works. Just follow her rules and then we'll be free. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? You say that as you give me slop. You look at the bowl of food and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel, if they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes a bowl of gruel and pushes it toward you. What does this kanji make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. While she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that is not true. She is looking for a specific response. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thought lead you. Tell me what you're thinking about. Let's try combining it with, hungry? Disgust. Mom? Disgust. Maybe it is disgust. Because, like, it's a test. Like, you're not supposed to like it. Ew. Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot kanji down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional mythology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this over-seasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't eat this. Yeah, see? Well, you have to eat something. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food when there is perfectly fine kanji at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I have some Burgess Burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. You'll be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Huh. She's gonna feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of kanji certainly chased away your appetite. Now you prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you, intently preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? You shake your head. Something's just come to you. But as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. You just gained pain. Likely story. A memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand she clutches a small sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow the real test will begin. You pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement, and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain racking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? Swim team. Swimming. Pain. Blood and rock. Pain and river. I'm accidentally merging words, I'm not even trying. Pain, Nima's water. Pet. Mom, fish. Swimming. Drown. Pet fish, James Pond. What is this James Pond one? Swimming. There's something I'm forgetting. I think I agreed to be somewhere. You remember swimming in a man with a watch monitoring your speed. I think I have practice later. I don't want to miss it. Swim team. Yes, that. Nima, don't you remember? You dropped out of the swim team when we left Vancouver. Oh. Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything else you want to ask me about? Where was the rock one? There. Swimming. I got hurt while swimming. You feel like you don't trust that explanation. You went swimming by yourself and hit your head on a rock. I told you not to go because the current was strong, but you didn't listen as usual. You were lucky I found you when I did. Really? Yeah. Her voice is tinged with regret. She's lying to you. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? I just have one more question. Okay, what do you want to ask? Pain. You hurt me. That. Let's try that one. This one appeared quite a bit. I remember you hurt me. Your mom flinches. You can tell you've struck a nerve. She begins to tremble. Nima, honey. I know I'm not always present, but I would never. You have a second memory come to you. You are trapped in an abyss. Eyes shut and disconnected from your brain. You can feel your mother holding your hand. No, play dumb. Sorry, Mom. I'm confused. Mom relaxes a little, although she doesn't let go of the barb you stuck in her. Lately I've been prioritizing my work over you, and that's not fair. It'll be different now, I promise. That doesn't mean I've ever actively wanted to hurt you. I can't deny that you've been hurt because I've not been there for you when you needed me. The conversation trails off. You're both unwilling to look at each other. The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut the blindness and you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You're lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Your acts of mothership seem little more than performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again the world goes dark. Ugh, my head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. Oh, whale. Let's clear out her head. What's this? Oh, that's just normal, okay. Memory dad. This is what my dad looked like. I don't remember him. What's he so happy about? Pisses me off. I wonder what's out there. I was not talented at all. Should I knock for Mom? No, not yet. A penguin, Pengy. I wonder if they're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. A bug. Is it July already? Feels like it's been a million years. Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Help Mom file taxes. Mom was always so stressed about those. Milk, rice, coffee, tomatoes. I wonder if Mom had to have to pick up the groceries while I was gone. Doesn't seem like it. My porpoise in life. You like porpoises, huh? I wonder what my porpoise is. No, I mean purpose. This is my special jar of wishes. Right now I wish I could get out of here. I used to chew on these pencils. This human looks strange. Tomato Boy's the coolest. I've read all of the comics. I wish I could shrink down just to see how my dolls live. Save the whales. Though it is beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem. Acidic boy. Making new words here. Making the mother of all omelets. I wish I could be the powerhouse of the cell. Anemitochondria. My old locker, I can't remember the password. feel like we'll figure it out. We'll, go back. These fish are trapped in a fake world. Zhongwen 7. After all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Understanding paleobiology, Helen Tamerlane. 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friends roaring, JP. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? With a Tyrannosaurus check. Okay. Tales from the Uncool Kid, Benson Breyer. The book used to be so relatable, now I just think he's a loser. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong swimmer. This book is about evolution. What will evolve into? Spent a long time working on this one, no one even read it. Parasite Predator. Isolation Basement. Body River Corpse. Bomb Science Knowledge Swim Team Excited Boy. Book Fish. Outside Hungry Indulgence Science. Neglect Stranger. A lava lamp. Not hot to the touch. This water's been sitting out here for a while. I wonder what's living inside it now. Oh, well, you get one like those IKEA type sharks. I was his child and I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. A child's drawing, it vaguely resembles a koi fish. James Pond. You remember we got that word earlier? The bathroom is locked. What if I need to... Seems lonely. She needs a friend. Was it always this lumpy? Not for Mom. Are you awake? Yes. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts, opening the door only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor falls for a moment. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table while she retreats into your room and locks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, when the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. Doesn't take note of you, passing by to ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag bulging with concealed items. Alright. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up her notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips her notebook closed and the fake smile returns into a real one. You're going to do better today, right? Today is going to be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. She places a plushie shark upon the table in front of you. For some reason, it evokes unfamiliar feelings within. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now, is there anything this reminds you of? The trip. That's the toy Dad got me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes, let us out of the bowl. It's not really a good time for that right now. Aw man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like we used to do when Dad was still around. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you together. Maybe after all we're all done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny. You used to bring this ring everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it away from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out so he could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey. He never did, don't worry. After he passed, you were even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom lovingly plants her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed into the surface. There's a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it toward you. What does this remind you of? Rock. Feeling of weight. Feels familiar. Oops. Friend, aquarium, light, experiment pills. Why show this? Predator. Parasite. So anything that's green is actually works within the context of what this is. A fossil. A fossil from work. And science also works. Your work. You have a memory of being on top of the stairs to the basement, peeking down at your mother while she toiled away down in her lab. She was looking at this rock, spending all her time with it as if it had enchanted her. She wouldn't let you see what she was working on. Every time you interrupted, she'd tell you firmly to leave. This is the topic for her next research study, a study she's been working on night and day for most of the summer. You spent the whole summer with that fossil. Time got away from me. The memories are all tinged with loneliness and guilt. Your mother had called you to her lab assistant, but all you did to help her was cook and clean. Back then you told yourself you did all that work for love, but now you can't help but feel indignant. Kind of a waste of time, sitting down here in the dark while the summer passes. You touch a nerve of that. She reacts by balling her fists. A steel veil crosses over her eyes. You spoiled brat. You can play and do nothing all summer. My kid! I mean, to you this looks like I'm wasting my time. All this work I've done so we can fix our family. You shouldn't have said that. Why not? It's the truth. Play. You didn't let me go outside. I felt like I was in prison. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, Nima. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun the warn-off script she set out for you. What lesson, Mom? Don't get all righteous with me as if it's my fault that we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. I was ready to forgive you for us to go back the way that things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. Oops. Maybe I should have used the word fossil. That's it. It's time for bed. I did use the word fossil, right? Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Roughly, she picks you up by your arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear a voice muttering something like controlled stimulus as she stops away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. You messed up. Pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation day, you want for nothing else but the comfort of the bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights in your arms. You try to wiggle and your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you. She doesn't like failure. Oh, that's scary. Your mother enters the room wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. You're awake. I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream when you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine. You won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. No, don't. I know what you're doing. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. No! There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness, until a familiar voice. Nima, is that you? It was Pond. Whoa, it opened. Who wrote over my diary? Do not trust the woman. Kill her. Wow. Is this my boyfriend, or I just imagined he was? Pomegranate Prince, this guy's ultra rare. Gotta keep him locked up. I found it. I found that fossil. I found the Kicking Horse River. You were so happy when I gave it to you as a present. Mom looks pleased. She reaches out and starts to run her finger across the fossil. So if there's a green answer here, that's a more special one. Yes, I was. It surprised me because you usually don't find fossils like that underwater. You must have slid all the way down from the mountain to end up there. You start to recall the day that you dived in. The clearness of the turquoise water that made it easy to see the bottom. The rock that seemed to call to you. Your mom's carefree smile. It looks like it's broken, though. Mother nods, not looking at the fossil. She already knew it was broken. I extracted the fossil after you gave it to me. Some of the imprints are still there, though. You feel like Mom isn't telling you everything. There was something special about this fossil when you found it. A reason you ran across the rocks to present it to her. Can I see it? No, not right now. I'm still studying it. That's okay. I can wait until you're ready. Until then, I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Cooking, taking care of the house, picking up after you, it's all fine so long as you can achieve your dreams. What's that supposed to mean? Your mother had called you her lab assistant, but all you did to help her was cook and clean. Back then you told yourself you did all that work for love, but now you can't help but feel indignant. Uh-oh. It's not fair that I have to do all this work and don't even know why. All this work, doing your chores is just a bare minimum. Don't be ungrateful, this project. It's gonna fix our family. Bare minimum. You didn't let me leave the house. Oh, we're gonna die. Maybe we should just dodge this subject whatsoever. You shouldn't have said that. Erosion. Is it erosion? Is it erosion? That's a rock-related thing, right? Oh, related. This is in the way of product of erosion. What's an erosion? It's when the water breaks down and moves rock. This could create a number of interesting geological features, such as... An hour passes in agony, you learn everything and nothing but erosion. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm not dead and being stabbed in the eyeball. Oh, right. Nothing having to do with the test, by the way. I need to get out of this without being stabbed in the eyeball. Is the answer torture? Shark fin soup. Huh. Doctor? Death. Why show this? I'm gonna try to dodge the question again. Is this a doctor thing? Is it an MD or a PhD? I think you're trying to think of a word that's similar, right? Maybe? Stomach crumble. Your stomach growls. Remember Aizu and draws the fossil back just out of your reach. I know I can't eat rocks. Except for salt and gizzard stones, but humans don't have those, right? It'd be nice to have a gizzard, then you could grind up your prey as you consume it whole. Your mother places a rock on the table and keeps it close to her. It's quite precious to me, do you know why? Stop trying to bait me to get my eyes stabbed! I mean, we have why show this. We haven't done that one. Pride. Kinda makes me proud. It kinda makes me feel proud of myself, I don't know why. Yeah, follow the memory, do you know why? Present. I found it. You already did that one, though. Feeling of weight. A rumble in the basin and lumbering down from the sky, then a sudden blanket of earth pulled across you from somewhere far beyond your vision. You're pretty sure that's what it would be like to be buried alive. Neiman, what does this remind you of? An old friend. Bed. Seabeds. You remember something your thing your mom told you about seabeds being pushed up until they became mountains after a few million years of tectonic activity? Pretty cool, but what was she talking about? This would look nice. This strange shrimp rock would look great in an aquarium. They really want me to get into like a green answer. Don't want to do I found it, we know that dies. You. No. Corpse. I don't think we've done why show this. Don't do anything with do or work. A fossil from work. This is one of the fossils that you study for work. You're reminded of all the time your mom spends her office toiling with descriptions and classifications of fossils like these. A job that takes up much of her time yet pays so little. You're working with these fossils pretty much all the time. You wrote books about them. Remember this one's name. When you look at this fossil, the only thought that comes to your head is it looks like the silhouette of a shadowed man. There's something about that calls to you, as if the shape of the stone is in the perfect shape to fit you. You have desire to crawl inside the stone and become entombed within it. No. Mirella Splendens. That's alright, it's not important right now. That small spark of anger unlocks a treasure trove of hidden resentment you held for your mother and her work. How much she offloaded onto you in order to prioritize her research. Kind of a waste of time. What was that? Uh-oh, we're dying. You spent the whole summer down here obsessing over things that have been dead for over a million years. Touch a nerve of that. She reacts by balling her fist, a steel veil crosses her eyes. Well, looks like we're never gonna use Mirella. Why show this? I'm gonna try this one. She asks you what it means to you, and something complicated and wordless bubbles up in your throat. Hatred. Why would you show this to me? You slam your fist on the table and stand and glower down at your mother. Looking at the stone summons memories of burning and crushing, endless wire pushing down on you. Trapped on unable to move, all you can do is rattle your teeth, unable to even open your jaw enough to bite your own tongue. I don't understand, Nima. What's wrong? I'm trapped. I can't move. I think this might be how you get out of this. Sensory memories flash for your brain that make your skin crawl. Your body won't respond. You're drowning. You hold the sides of your head and rock back and forth in the chair. You want to lash out, jump across the table and pound that rock into her skull just like what happened to you. Hey, keep control of yourself. You have to stay in character. Something is stopping you, some small part of you that begs you not to hurt her. Help! My mother has me trapped in the basement, help! You begin to scream. Maybe the neighbors will hear you and come and rescue you. Your mother launches across the table and grabs you roughly around the neck. She hauls you forward and smothers your mouth with her hand. Alright, I think I've seen enough. While grappling at the table, she takes a syringe out of her pocket. Your screams muffle through her hands. It's time for bed, Nima. Maybe no matter what, we lose our, like that's a loop. Like, every end of a thing, you, get your brain nerves severed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights in your arms. You try wriggling your arms, pushing against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you, she doesn't like failure. I think this is it no matter what. So that's it for the I Nima demo / chapter 1. Like, they actually specified it was chapter 1. I think this game is very cool aesthetically. Like, it's really got a style going on. And it's obviously got a very unique premise. And we have a mystery. We have some glimmers of that mystery based on just our experimentation, like us looking at things. We know that the mom obviously is not a good person, but we don't know the full extent of how long we've been here, because there was an implication of like a loop factor where she's literally giving us brain damage, and then we're waking back up and she's like, oh, you fell in the coma, you hit your head on the rocks, I didn't stab you in the brain. So the entire thing's going to be navigating that, trying to get out of the basement, you know, manipulate your mom and not get stabbed, I'm assuming. Or maybe you're always going to get stabbed, but it's going to be like trying to get as much information before you get stabbed, you know what I mean? But it's got all the stuff cooking for a unique, very indie style indie horror game. And I look forward to the full release. But yeah, anyway. So if you guys want to play I Nima Chapter 1, I'll see you guys later and take it easy.